Wassail, beautiful people. It's the 1st of November. Well, it will be for this energy. And Venus will tomorrow re-emerge. But you need to sense that today you've lost your heart and you're re-seeking it. And you've got to transform it. Venus needs to become the evening star as it pops out from behind the sun in superior conjunction. It's a red flag day in many ways. There is a sense of there's a scrunch and a crunch in Scorpio. We're looking at Venus, Mercury, the Sun, the South Node, and almost Haumea is just on 29 degrees, moving towards that energy, rebirthing some kind of new creativity. Other than that, we've got a lot of very uncomfortable energies involving the Sun and Saturn. Let me just check down here. North Node, not comfortable. Mars and Jupiter, not comfortable. Mars and Neptune, not comfortable. The only place that you can find comfort is actually in Pluto, working with both Jupiter and Neptune. And obviously, Jupiter is now in rulership. So the sextile that's going on between these planets is an acknowledgement of the new energy being birthed during this eclipse tunnel. So Venus, she's re-emerging, but she's a changed woman. She's a changed planet. And she's of no gender as a planet. So let's just see what we need to think about today. We're in the middle of the Janus Geminis, or the Venusian Vaticinium. We've done 3 altars, and we're arriving now at the central point. Life force, re-gripping life force, east. 11th of the 1st. That's interesting. 11th of the 1st. No. The 1st of the 11th. So sorry. I have high altitude dizziness, and I know what I mean to say. I can't always pull it from my brain properly. So, it is the 1st of the 11th. Venus, what are we doing with you today? What are we doing with you today, Venus? So, oh, it's such beautiful energy. Newness, recreation, redemption. We are a raid, a journey. We're going on a journey, a new journey with Venus, igniting the seat of our soul, our sacral, in our water meadow is being flushed with new waters. What are those waters? They're new emotional truths. And we're coming out with Lifruma, Elven Light. The Elven Light's been coming up a lot recently. This Lifruma collective frequency talks about the collective, and that's very much the energy that I was saying that's the only good energy today, which is the sextiling between Pluto and Neptune and Jupiter. Neptune and Jupiter both now being in rulership in Pisces. So this is the day when you let go of the old and begin to understand that newness is a wondrous beauty, is what I'm hearing. It's something we should feel privileged to reach out and grab. So, yeah, this is the right deck. Let's see, what are we doing with Venus? Apart from transforming. What are we doing? What are we doing with Venus? A single card, Aquavita. This is to acknowledge the things we need to let go of. Those spiritual cul-de-sacs, those areas we've walked down in absolute faith and trust that haven't worked out. They are the dangerous remedy. They are to be drunk on spiritual egotism, and that has gripped us. It's gripped all of us. And we're now having to look at how we retune our frequency on this first day of November, All Souls Day. What else, Venus? What else, Venus? Tell us all what we need to do when we meditate with you, when we converse with you, when we reach out our hands and re-find your love renewed to take us on a new journey. And so I'm looking for the card that goes with journey. Compose, draft, recreate, grow, expand. So there's an energy on this day of new pathways. But I want to say there's a frequency rising that will give you a sense of how the old pathways are no longer flowing. They're crumbling. They're being blocked. They are those cul-de-sacs, and we need to look and imagine and create and move our thoughts and our pathways into an alignment that allows for this 2023 movement that's taking place in March of next year. So then we have, in the water meadow, transforming the poison. So arsenic is about our physical health here. You see, that's interesting. They were saying Sappho, because I've got, there's a third card which is for Albanite, but Sappho is the mental health, and that takes some kind of connection that we need to make, that's an expression of the new Venus love frequency that we're being offered through this superior conjunction with the sun that's now opening back out, having lost focus. And there is a growing energy of people feeling very lost and isolated. And it's the fact that Venus has been in hiding to transform behind a screen, putting on a new outfit. So you've got to seek within those first 3 days that we've just done, the first 6 days, but the first 3 altars, that sense of what in your life that you believed wholeheartedly was your spiritual purpose has actually been the king of poisons. What has been the thing that's been eating away at the connection between your conscious understanding of love and your physical expression of love? And bringing these two loving energies together, merging them, I want to say speaking them, because this is about poems. This is about writing poetry to yourself, poetry to your life, poetry to your newly imagined future that you're pulling in. And again, I can't remember, but I'm sure Sappho's come up before, and Sappho is in Leo. It's doing this thing for yourself. There's an energy of a purifying ritual. So you need to work with water. Now, the other day, I did a lovely sound healing that got stuck and broken and I had to delete it. But in that reading, we all focused our energy on transforming water. There's something about a need for a water ritual at this point to cleanse the body by focusing your intention of a new self-love to move you into a loving new energy that needs to be contained within water. You could do it with a bottle of water. You could do it with a bathtub, but put the energy in that will allow the water to reprogram, to purify. And they're now saying you need salt in the water to materialize this collective frequency of the Elven Ring. The Elven Ring is that collective energy of every energetic consciousness within the entire multiverse coming together collectively to resonate love, to support love in all things. So let's carry on. Bit of a burp there. It's interesting, I'm in really high altitude and it's a real problem breathing. And yet, even though this is giving me the energy of it being a very difficult time to re-find a place for Venus in your heart, I just saw an orb, I think, there. Flashing in, like Venus, coming back out from behind the sun. So we need to re-find this connection, and yet I feel like as I sit in this energy, I can breathe. It's almost like the energy of Venus having vanished was part of a disbelief, a fear, a drowning in the physical fears that are being whipped up as the earth and the cosmic energies that come down on the earth transform. And as I say, they're going on until the 23rd of the 3rd next year. So what else would you like to say, Venus? That's too many, but there are two over here. Oh, it's a mirror, immediately a mirror. Vesta and Amalgamation 2882. Vesta is in Aquarius at 25 degrees. So this is, the Vesta's almost coming across as part of this eternal, endless, infinite, loving light created by all things at one extreme of the cosmos, at the consciousness extreme. At the physical extreme, there's still this energy of a darkness that needs illuminating by us igniting and recognizing how to move through and light the water meadow, compose a new program of steps forwards out of fear. And we're drawing things together. It's giving me house 7. And there's a lot going on in Libra at the moment. We've got Eros, we've got Psyche, we've got Haumea, we've got Make. They're all frequencies that will assist us in how we feel, enjoy, reflect, and apply love. This is a mirrored moment where you need to look at yourself and see yourself as Venus reborn. And know that there's all kinds of loving frequencies, creative loving frequencies within this transformative energy at Null Island, the midpoint of the eclipse tunnel. So I'm just going to throw a couple more cards. I'm trying to keep these short so that you can focus on what they mean and you don't have to look at a long video as each day arrives. So let's have another rune. Venus. Venus. Revealing the new you. This is 9-9. Hot and newer. What you can't see now, you will see later. But you need to clear the energy and allow that new budding Venus frequency to grow within your heart and within your water meadow, within your sacral seat of the soul. Oh, wrong deck. And just a final word from the Alchemy of Astrology. Whoa, that's busy. Can't take all them. I'll make it a very long video. Series. Water meadow. Ignite the seat of your soul, the sacral. Emotional truths. Acknowledge that while here on earth we are in the mortal flesh, that you are actually a luminous immortal. Your light will always shine on. Sow the seeds for a future harvest that's of absolute joy. Psyche is here with Ophiuchus. So this is a chance to reform, bring new energy from the Ophiuchus bolt from the blue, the thread of divine consciousness that's coming with Venus becoming the evening star. Here we have a star, and it does rise above the sun, but to get that energy to allow a new fluid flow of Venus, higher consciousness, elven light, stable love that can materialize a whole new you, but not just you, also the collective. We're being given an opportunity, but we have to seek it, we have to action it, and we have to search out the love that is honestly everywhere. But we lose the ability sometimes to witness love by applying judgments and fears on other people's choices. So allow that loving, beautiful Venus elven light to shine through and be a guiding light for others. You be a guiding light for others who are still in fear. Wassail, beautiful people.